Hi everybody, and welcome to your core workout today. We are going to be focusing on the front and the back side of this core, and I need you to grab your gliders in order to do that with me. If you don't have gliders, that is okay. You can use a hardwood floor or a tile floor, and you can use towels to slide along, or just in your sock feet. All of those will work for this also. So if you're with me, we're going to start with a nice quick warm up, and then we're going to hop into 2 blocks of work with a little fun twist at the end. So if you're with me, come on to the end of your mat. I want to start just by engaging the core and finding that nice alignment. So I want you to stand nice and tall, and I want you to create distance from your belly button all the way up to your chest. So create that distance by elongating and tightening up on all sides of that spine. Once you've found this nice tall alignment, I want you to tuck your chin down and start to roll through the spine. Easy bend in the knee. Find your hands on your mat and walk yourself out to a nice, strong plank. Once you're here, I want you to lock that in. I want you to tighten your lower abs and lift up to the ceiling slightly and start walking those hands back towards your feet. Come all the way up to standing and find that tall spine again. Back down we go. Tuck the chin. Find that mat and walk it out. Nice strong plank. Tighten up and pull in. And once you get to standing, reset, and let's do this one more time. Find that strong plank. Pull up, tighten up the lower abs, bring it in, and stand up nice and tall. Good. We're going to tuck the chin one more time. I want you to roll down to the mat. And this time we're going to stay there. So come on down. Hands on the mat. Walk yourself out to that plank. And this time I want you to drop your knees right down to the ground. Staying in that tall plank, I want you to take a second right here just to lift one side and then the other. While you're doing this, try not to look at your knees. Keep that spine nice and long. What I'm looking for here is tightening of the lower abdominals right through the pelvic area in order to keep the hips nice and square. Once you've got this down and you're feeling a little bit more warm, I want you to lift both knees. Lift and lower, nice and slow and controlled. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Tighten up those abs again. Lift the hips a little. Bring yourself back into a nice tall standing position. All right, like I said, 2 blocks of work. There are going to be 3 exercises in each of those blocks. Each one is going to use our discs in a slightly different way, and it's going to challenge your core in a slightly different way also. 40 minutes of work with a 20-second rest. When you hear that 20-second rest, I need you to take a look up here. I'm going to give you a hint as to what we're going to be working on next. Our first exercise, you need your glider discs, and I want you to have your feet placed in the center of those discs. You're going to come down here. You're going to find yourself in a low plank. You can do this from high plank also. We're going to try to get onto the elbows for this one. We're going to be shifting our weight forward and backward. It looks a little bit like this. Find that nice strong plank. Keep everything long, and I want you to shift forward and pull back. You got about 10 seconds, so come on down here and join me. And we're going to start this push-pull in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pull forward, push back. Now, the further you push back, the more you're going to have to tighten up to help keep everything in alignment when you pull forward. Keep going. When you shift back, you're gonna feel this have to tighten. to really keep it straight when you pull back. So I want you to think lower abdominals are key in helping maneuver through this push-pull. You've got 10 seconds here. Stay with it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little rest, but look up here. Your next task, you need these discs to be on your hands. I'm gonna find myself in a knee plank, and I'm going to extend one hand and pull back. Join me in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Extend that hand. You're gonna feel the back side of the arm having to push up as well as the core engaging to help pull you back to that reset. Now, if you find it's really tough and you can't get up from the ground, just shorten that range of motion. This works also. Keep this going. Keep those elbows in tight. Don't let them flare. Everything's coming from right here. We've got under 10 seconds left of this one. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Keep those discs with you. You're gonna find yourself in a tall plank this time. Take a look. You're gonna go from this extended tall plank, hike the hips to the ceiling, push them back down. Hike it up. Get ready to join me in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pull in, push back to that plank. All the way in, drive it back out. Now look, if you need to just pull in a little and reset back out, that works also. But it's all lower abdominal, helping to lift those hips. Really concentrate on pulling in before pushing back out. You got it. Reset to that plank each time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. All 3 of those again. We're going back to those plank pushes so you can keep your feet on your discs. Low plank, shift it back and forth. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Shift forward, pull back. Shift forward, pull back. Keep going. If you're feeling this in your lower back, I need you to engage through the front side of your body a little more. So pull that belly button in towards the spine to help support that lower back. Don't let it squeeze to do all of the work. Stay strong. Don't let those hips dip down. Come on. 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sliding. Let's get those triceps involved one more time. Core tight. We're right here on your knees, extending and pulling in. This is a reminder, you don't have to join me yet. This is where we're going. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let it go all the way out. Push and tighten up those abs one more time. Pull it in. Remember, you can shorten that range. You can go right here, and you are still going to feel the front side of the abdominals pulled up and your back pulling together to really create a corset around that spine. So keep going. You've got 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those discs with you. Tall plank, pike pull in. Lower abs are really targeted to lift your hips towards the ceiling. We've got about 8 seconds till go time. Find that tall plank, feet on your discs. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bring it in. Drive it back out to that plank. Each time you do this, I want you to find that plank. Reset the core, pull it in. Nice work. Halfway through this interval. Again, each time those feet start to drag towards your hands, I need you to tighten up lower abs, push your hips up, really squeeze to bring that in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little rest. In fact, take a longer rest because we're going to do 3 new exercises. So take a second there, shake all of that out. We're going to go back to another type of plank, but this time you're going to have those discs in your hands. We're going to be on elbows again. So that means down low, really working on those lower abs to keep a nice plank there. And we're going to draw a bit of a circle. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to draw a circle with one hand and then the other. What I don't want to see is sort of this transfer of weight from side to side. Take a little practice here. This is just bonus work. But don't let those hips drop side to side. Takes a lot of lumbopelvic stability, or those muscles that are down low near your hip bones have to be really tight to prevent that shifting. Makes sense? It will once we get going. I'm gonna get going in 15 seconds, so we need to find that low plank, hands on those discs. About 10 seconds. Join me in that low plank. Find a nice strong posture. Toes are planted. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. One side and then the other. Each time you switch hands, you have to tighten up for minimal transfer of weight. Now look, you can do this from your knees too. You are still going to feel that same muscle group contracting to keep those hips from moving side to side. Knees or toes. Either way, we are isolating and controlling for that pelvic stability. Got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You get to rest. I'm going to show you what's next. You need one disc and you need to lay on your back. We're going to come up, shoulder blades off the ground, feet lifted, and we're going to thread through our legs. Simple as that. Join me in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Long spine. Again, bend your knees if you need to take a little bit of pressure off the back. Bring it up in the air. Or if you really want to challenge, extend. So choose your own adventure here, but don't let the pelvis rock or roll forward, and bring yourself here. Stay long. If that means bending your knees, that's what you're gonna do. Do what you need to get through this. You got 10 seconds left. Elongate that spine again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Final exercise that we're gonna do today. You're gonna find your discs on your feet again. You're gonna pull them in like a frog. So take a look, tall plank. You're gonna come out and wide towards your elbows. So find that tall plank. Let's go. It's time. Here we are. Now, you keep going, but I want you to listen. I need your shoulders to be over top of your hands. Really push into your palm. Don't let your body weight come back here. I need you to push forward. You're gonna have better control, and you're gonna isolate those lower abs a little better when you push forward. Now, if this is too much, bring it here one at a time. This works also. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do them all again, starting with that plank circle on your elbows. Back to your mat. Discs are in front. Elbow plank. Circle around in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You're gonna notice when you come back to this one, you might have to work a little harder to not let this happen. You really have to squeeze to maintain that good posture. Now again, set those knees down if you need to. You are still working on isolating those lower abdominals. Whether your knees are up or down, we're still targeting it. Do what you need to get through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring one disc with you. Sit nice and tall. Try to keep this posture when you lean back. Don't let it roll back, tilt back. Get ready for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, tilt it back and go. Now, if you're only feeling this in your hip flexors, I need you to tighten up the lower abs. Have them help out by doing some of this work. Long spine. Extend it. If you want that little bit of extra work, keep those feet on the ground. If you need to dial it back a little bit, you got 15 seconds left. Reset if you need to. Long spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Discs on the feet. One more time. Froggy pull-ins, tall plank. Get ready for it. Feet are in the middle of the discs. Weight in the palm of your hand, yes? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pull and push. Now again, if you need a bit of a rest, bring this to the knees. Do one at a time. But our game is the same, where we need to isolate through here. We're pulling the limbs by isolating right here. So we're not letting the hips come here. Right, stay strong. We are almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that out a little. That's it, kind of. That's all the exercises we're gonna do. But we're gonna go through from the top of the list. So you got one round left. We're gonna start with the plank pushes that we originally did. We're gonna work our way all the way down the list to those plank frogs. I'm giving you a bit of an extended break. I want you to reset those shoulders, reset the core. We're gonna go back to plank pushes. So you do need these behind you. And I need you to remember to tighten everything up from here. If you need a bit more of a break, I want you to come down onto the ground. Bring yourself up. Release those abdominals. We have 6 minutes of work. And then we're done. So I need you to come on up here. Get your feet onto those discs. Center of the disc, low plank. We're gonna start with a bit of a bonus. I need you to get into your low plank right now. This is a bonus 20 seconds where we're just gonna hang out in this plank. So if you're with me, come on, you've only got 10 seconds left. On my cue, we're gonna switch to that push and pull. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pull forward, push it back, pull forward, push it back. Remember, those lower abdominals are working really hard on that forward shifting motion. Extend it back as far as you can, tighten up to pull it in. Keep this going. Under 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Set that down. Grab those discs. Come back to the edge of your mat. You're gonna stay with your knees planted. Extend one arm. Get those triceps working. Tight core. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If you're up for the challenge, I want you to extend that range of motion as far as you can. If you need to dial it back, shorten that range of motion. This works also. You got 20 seconds left. Choose your adventure. Hang in there. Less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those discs with you. Set them back there again. Pike up to the ceiling. So we're in that tall plank, toes on those discs. Get ready. I want you to join me in this tall plank. We're gonna pull our feet in towards our hands right now. Here we go. Now, each time my feet start to pull in, I'm tightening up first and then pulling. Right here, up and push back out. That initial movement is from right here. Hup, it has to lift up before you push it back down. So keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch back to your hands. Elbow plank, circling around from hand to hand. This is our third last round of work. Get ready for it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So remember, our hips are not shifting. I know they want to. It's so much easier to do this. You gotta fight. You got about 20 seconds here. Tighten up that core. Don't let those hips drop. All right here, supporting from underneath. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, do you remember what's next? One disc. V-sit, so I need you to get tall. Tighten everything up. You got 10 seconds. Join me in a V-sit, a little bonus right here. Get ready for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now remember, there are options. If keeping your heels on the ground means you can stay in a really nice V-sit, this is where I want you to be. Once this posture is ingrained, that's when we're gonna switch. And not until you can control that pelvic tilting back and forth will you straighten those legs, right? Keep it going. That's it. Stay strong, elongate. Don't give up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need both, because we got one more. We've got our froggies to do, and that's it. Feet solidly planted. Back to that tall plank. Last round, so I need these to be the best ones yet. Froggy pulls in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now remember, you can do this one at a time, or if you need that rest at this point, drop that knee. These are all great options to keep you moving through this workout. We've got 20 seconds left. Once again, push forward, shoulder over top of palm. Hang in there. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Join me on your mat right here. Sink yourself back into a child's pose. Take a big breath right here. Nice work. Another nice big deep breath in this child's pose. When you're ready, I want you to walk both of your fingertips off of your mat and feel a nice stretch through the side of your body. Switch and walk the other way. Come back to center. Place your hands on that mat, and I want you to push forward. Bring your hips down to the mat. Just take a second here. If this is a little bit too intense in that stretch, bring it down here, whichever you prefer. Tuck those toes under, and I want you to release the hips up. Find that tabletop, push your spine to the ceiling. Drop it down, belly button to the floor. Spine to ceiling. Come back to neutral. Sit yourself back on your heels, and you guys are done. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout, and I hope to see you really soon.